Coach, coming after that loss, looking at the tape, what are the biggest things that jumped out for you that your team needs to correct going forward?
Once again, I thought we played with a really good effort. We had guys playing hard. Offensively, I thought our backs ran really hard. A couple runs we'd like to get back that could have led to some more explosive. But defensively, played really hard. We had guys running the football, just third down execution, had way too many my bads or missed assignments, guys busting a coverage or getting out of the wrong gap. And give Butler credit, they had a good scheme. They ran the clock down, held the ball, but we've got to, like I said, our execution and poise, we've got to improve. Starts with us as a coaching staff and ultimately me. So we got to clean up a lot of, I would call, smart and situational football.
How much does that go back to the fact that this team is still learning how to play with each other?
Yeah, we got a lot of new players learning to play in our systems for the first time. A lot of new players learning how to play with each other for the first time, getting used to playing off each other with quarterbacks, receivers, DBs playing together. And, we had a couple injuries on defense. When we get Kenyon Walker back, hopefully this week, our starting safety. And, Esteban hurt his ankle literally at pregame meal. Going in, was unable to play. So we've had, some injuries with some guys we're counting on doing a lot of communicating and stuff. But, like I told our team, nobody cares. We just got to run faster, catch up, get the speed together, and start playing winning football. And we had a great practice yesterday, and I think we're going to respond the right way.
That's the spirit of the team right now, the players. They still really want to get at it.
The spirit of our team, like I said, we came out yesterday, put the game to bed. A lot of good learning moments that happened in that game. Like I told them, it's unacceptable. Losing will never be accepted here at Murray State as long as I'm the head coach. And I said we've got to learn from our mistakes that led to losing and keep practicing the things that we know are going to ultimately win to winning football, which will ultimately lead to winning football games. Players had a great spirit yesterday. We got after it pretty good. I think they are – we challenged a lot of them, challenged some guys to step up that aren't playing, challenged guys that are playing to play better. And I told them, I said, hey, like I said, nobody cares. Find a way is our motto, and we're going to find a way to play winning football and it's going to find a way to start winning.
Offensively, how disappointed are you in the production that they put? Obviously, 200 yards total offense, only 40 passing yards in that game. Yeah. How much more do you need to see from that side?
A lot. And I told we challenged our offense. It was a weird game. Like I said, didn't have many possessions. A lot of that had to do with us not converting on third down. A lot of it to do we didn't have the ball a lot because they stayed on the field the whole time. And credit to Butler, the schemes they played with, the execution, and we've got to clean up a lot of our execution. And we got to keep finding out what our playmakers can do. We got our quarterback trusting receivers and being in the right spot at the right time. And we've got to understand situational football where we catch a ball and getting first downs. We've also I thought our run game and stuff improved a lot. I think we are improving in a lot of positions, and it's tough because a lot of the results, but we've got 9 players doing the right thing on a play, and the 1 or 2 players that aren't, we've got to get them either doing the right thing or put somebody else in there, and we rotated some guys during the game, but it's unacceptable the way we've played on offense the last 2 games, and our coaches are working hard trying to figure out what we can do, and we got to come out of this game with some identity.
And how much does that go back to trying to find new guys potentially in your starting lineup going forward?
Yeah, and I think a lot of it, we've been rotating a lot of guys at running back and finding a good core there. Same thing at receiver and even tight end. And, when we got a new quarterback and a lot of new guys getting used to the timing of their routes and how they run things. And same thing, we've got only a few guys that's ever played college football. Some of them, that was their second game ever playing, especially up front on the offensive line. But we're working hard, and we knew it was going to take some time. But I told them, I said, I'm not a patient guy. I want to improve this thing as fast as we can, and we're not building for the future. We are building for the future, but we want to win right now. Our fans deserve it, and I think our players have worked hard enough that we got to start getting better results.
When you're playing a team that's playing slow down like they are, trying to hold the ball like that, how difficult is it to stay patient on your offensive end and not get too rushed?
And it's tough, and when they have a long drive, sometimes you feel like you got to come out there and run the ball a couple plays to get the defense to catch their breath a little bit, because the worst thing you can do after they've had a 10-plus play drive of offense is put the defense back out there with a 3 and out, and you throw them 3 passes and ran 10 seconds off the clock. and we did some of that. And we executed some runs, and then we had some critical third downs we missed that we would like to have back that we got to learn from. But it's tough. They played a perfect game the way they need to play it at Butler and gave us some things they had not shown on film. We tried to adjust it on the sideline but didn't execute it quite like we needed to all the time. And like I said, we had some critical breakdowns of some guys out of position, some stuff that we'd been over with them. But ultimately as coaches, we got to find a way to get that coached up and executed.
One area you're doing well in special teams. Your punter really good. Your kicker, well.
Special teams is playing elite. Coach Linsky does a great job, and all our coaches helping with that. And we got to continue to play there. It is a bright spot of our team right now, and it's going to win us some football games this year, the way we've been playing on special teams. Can't say enough about Tom and James coming up with a big kick, a 51-yarder that should have won the game for us. And Tom had some crucial kicks, and we had a couple kickoff returns that if one guy makes his block, we felt like we had a chance for a touchdown or be one-on-one with a kicker. So we got to improve that, but I'm very pleased the way we're playing special teams. And offensive, defensive, we were having our moments. We just got to sustain it and play complete games on those sides of the ball, and it's coming.
How much is this testing you in your first season as a head coach? You're obviously going to experience things for the first time. Now you're facing adversity, trying to overcome that as far as, testing what you know how to do.
Yeah, my first home game as a head coach, I never thought I'd have a player get injured going the pregame meal. And then, thank goodness, everything with Racer One and the jockeys are okay, and the incident we had before the game. But we'll be definitely some adjustments there with everything, but it's a good learning experience for me too. And I love the fight of our team, and I told them, keep fighting, and good things are going to happen, and we just got to keep cleaning up the poise and the execution. And like I said, a lot of guys having to learn how to play with each other, playing inside our schemes, but sometimes it's learning on the fly, and sometimes you get thrown in the deep end, you got to learn how to swim, and we're going to learn how to swim.
How much is it telling the guys Saturday's another opportunity?
Yeah, it is. And I can't say enough. We had a great atmosphere. We'll have even a better one this week. Family weekend in town, so excited about that. I think our players are ready to. I think they feel like we let one slip away, and it's always good to get back in front of your home crowd, in front of your family, in front of our fans, and go out, and I'm going to challenge them just like I do every week. How can we play our best football? And it's going to started yesterday with our practice. We already started cleaning up a lot of stuff, and we're going to have a great week of practice and hopefully lead to a great game on Saturday versus Mississippi Valley.
Jody, in a very short time, these guys have been together. It seems like they are very, very together with each other. Yeah. How bad do they need to get this win?
Yeah, very bad, and I think for everybody, because we put in a lot of hard work, and everybody wants to see the rewards, and the process of building a team and a football season. I try to tell them all the time it's kind of like a chapter of a book, or chapter one. And chapter 2 is not kind of going the way we want. So we're kind of starting to hopefully chapter 3 leading toward the middle part of the book, and then part of the story is going to be a lot better. But we get to write our own story, and so I challenge them all the time. We control how we play and control how we execute, and we can't always control what the opponent's going to do or how the game's going to be officiated. We can't control the weather. It's things like that. So we're going to keep focused on the things we can control and trying to get that 1% better every day.
You mentioned the Russian attack. You guys have been successful in that, and this Valley State hasn't been successful in defending it. So, with the rotation of backs you have, what does that look like this week in prep practice? Yeah,
we're going to challenge our backs, and I plan on playing 4 or 5 running backs again in this game. And we told them all the time, the hot horse is going to keep running. Like, if that horse is running good, keep feeding him. And I think we had a success with that this past week. And when you watch Mississippi Valley on tape and watching them this morning, Coach Wade has done a great job. This is year 2, and they're 0-2 just like us. But I think their guys are playing hard. They've got a lot of talent. You see the defense; they've got a lot of size up front on the defensive line, linebackers. They're playing hard. And I think they played a really good Tennessee State team and a really good Lamar team. But definitely definitely. I'm sure they're correcting some things on defense just like we are, but it'll definitely be a huge challenge for us. They're going to be coming here trying to get their first win, and like I said, they've got talent on both sides of the ball. Been very impressed with their quarterback. They got some receivers that number 6, Rimbert, had a really good game last week, and number 13, Ross, has done really good. Their starting quarterback, number 11, Mr. Williams, he's 6'3", 250 pounds. He looks like he's about 260, and he can really move. A good runner and a good passer, so we're going to have our hands full.